to a broadcast between the 2004 Boston Red Sox and the 1972 Oakland Athletics. As this will start block number 2 in the first series of games of the Utah Mike League. As today, Vida Blue will be taking on Tim Wakefield. It's a battle of our number 4 starters of today's ball game. As we'll be playing Advanced Stratomatic right here on the Sports Time Machine. This is game 1 of a 3-game series. Here are your starting lineups for today's game. For the Oakland Athletics, Bert Campaneris leading off at short, Joe Rudy in left, Reggie Jackson in center, Mike Epstein at first, Sal Bando at third, Dave Duncan behind the plate, Gene Tennis is your DH, George Hendrick gets a start in right, and Ted Kubiak is your start at second base. Red Sox defensively is Manny in left, Damon in center, Kapler in right, Millar at third, Cabrera at short, Bellhorn at second, Milar at first. Veratech behind the plate. On the mound is Tim Wakefield. Wakefield, a right-handed pitcher, 12-10, 4.87 ERA. He is the Red Sox 4th starter. Red Sox come in 3-0 after sweeping the New York Yankees in the first series of the year, while the Oakland Athletics are 1-2, losing 2 out of 3 to the Detroit Tigers. Let's do this from Fenway. This is Boston's home opener, as it's the A's and Red Sox. So we'll use the die roller for this game. We're playing Stratomatic Advanced with some super advanced modifications like fielding. So here we go. Let's get it started. Tim Wakefield's ready. Here we go. First pitch from Fenway. 1-8 for Campaneris is a ground ball to short. Easy play there from Cabrera, throws him out, and you got out number 1. Campaneris was struggling the first game, 1 for 13 in this series. So there's your first out of the game. So now here's left fielder Joe Rudy. Rudy hitting .308, 13 at-bats. Here's the pitch from Wakefield. And that is a 6-2 against a righty. Ground ball to first. That's Milar. He's a 4E17. So let's go ahead and roll it. It's going to be a 7. That could squeak through for a base hit. So let's take a look at the numbers here. 7 on a 4 says it's a G3, so he avoids that. And then a 12 on a 17 is an error. So Kevin Millar lets it boot off his chest. Rudy beats it out, and the Athletics got the first man on. So 1 base error for Joe Rudy. So here we go. Rudy's on at first and nobody out. It now brings up Reginald Martinez-Jackson. He's only 1 for 11 in the series, struggling, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. Jackson, left-handed hitter against Wakefield. Wakefield from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-8 righty, single 1-4. That's a 17 on the 20. That's a ground ball second base. Bellhorn to Cabrera, and that's all you're going to get. So fielder's choice, 4-6. And there is 2 outs here in the first. So 2 outs here in the first. That is a 4-6 on the fielder's choice. And here's Mike Epstein. He's 3 for 10 in the series with 2 RBIs. Left-handed hitter against Wakefield. Wakefield from the stretch, run on first and 2 outs, and the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-10 versus a lefty. It is a strikeout for Wakefield. Gets the knuckleball over. The A's going no runs, no hits, an error. 1 man left. At the end of 1/2 inning of play, no score. Here come the Red Sox. So now here's Johnny Damon. It'll be Damon, Bellhorn, Ramirez, Veratech, Ortiz, Kapler, Millar, Millar, and Cabrera. On the mound is Vida Blue. Injury-plagued year in 1972, 6-10, 2.80 ERA. He's a starter 6. So here's Damon. He leads off. He's hitting .214, home run and 4 RBIs at a grand slam in the Yankees series. Blue with the windup and the pitch. 5-7 against a lefty is a ground ball to second. That's Kubiak. Kubiak shows as a 3E10. Let's make sure that's what he is. So Kubiak shows as, actually he's a 3E12. He's an older version of the game, I'm guessing. 17 out of 3. That is going to be a 13 on a 12, no error, and no hit. So Kubiak makes a nice play, and it's 4-3. Oops, sorry about that. So Damon is retired, one away. So ground down, retires him 4-3. And now here's Mark Bellhorn, an excellent hitter against left-handed pitching, while he gets a start batting second. Bellhorn hitting .333, 12 at-bats, home run, 3 RBIs. Blue to wind up. Here's the pitch to Bellhorn. 4-9 to a righty as a ground ball to short, picked up by Campy, throws him out, and that's the second out here in the first. So 2 outs here in the first. So now batting third will be Manny Ramirez, hitting .200, only 3 for 15 in the series. Has a double, a triple, a home run, and 5 RBIs. Vida Blue looks in, gets the sign, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 2-5 from Manny versus a lefty. See you later. Deep fly left field. Back goes Rudy, way back on the screen and gone. Manny Ramirez has hit his second home run of the series or of the year, and the Red Sox have taken a 1-0 lead. So Manny Ramirez goes downtown. 2-5 versus a lefty. So now here's Jason Veratech. Veratech hitting .273, 11 at-bats, a double and RBI, has a home run. Veratech switch hitting, batting for the right-hand side. Blue at the windup, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 6-7 to a righty, and I struck him out looking. Red Sox, 1 run, 1 hit, home run by Manny. We played 1. It is 1-0 Sox. For the Oakland Athletics here in the second, Sal Bando, followed by Dave Duncan and Gene Tennis. So Bando to batter. Bando in the series went .250 against the Tigers, 12 at-bats, no homers, 2 RBIs. Veratech sets the sign. Wakefield the windup and the pitch. That's a 5 to a righty. It's a ground ball to short, picked up by Cabrera, throws him out, and you get 1 out. So Cabrera to the first baseman Milar, and 1 away. Red Sox pitching was absolutely marvelous in the Yankee series, and Wakefield is keeping up that good work here. Here's the catcher, Dave Duncan. Duncan, 2 for 10 in the series with an RBI. Veratech sets the target. Wakefield the windup, and here's the pitch. It's going to be a 5-7 versus a righty. Ooh, it's a double 1-7. It's a 9 on the 20, and it's a single for Dave Duncan. So Dave Duncan skeeks one through for a base hit. Runner on first and 1 out. First base hit for the Athletics. And here is Gene Tennis. They will not be holding him on. Here is Tennis. Tennis is hitting .167 in the DH spot. 12 at-bats, home run, RBI, right-handed hitter. Wakefield from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 3-12 to a righty. The line drive to the third baseman, Millar, and that will turn a double play. Dave Duncan is doubled off, and the inning is over. So a line now gets the double play. So a line out and hit to the third baseman. There's 1 away, and he is out too. So double play ends it. We play 2 inning and a half, 1-0 Boston. So Wakefield induces a line drive 2 double play, and now here's Big Papi, David Ortiz. Ortiz hitting .357 in the series, 14 at bats, a double, a home run, and 3 RBIs. Duncan sets the target. Vida Blue looks on. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 6-7 versus lefty. Struck him out. Vida Blue gets Ortiz down on strikes. First out here in the second. So Ortiz strikes out. And for David, that was strikeout number 2 on the young season. Here is Gabe Kapler getting his time playing now with the left-handed pitcher throwing. He's 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts in his first start. Duncan sets the target. Blue with the windup, and here comes the pitch. 6-7 to a righty. Struck him out looking 2. Second strikeout in a row for Vida Blue, again looking. So Kapler has struck out 4 out of a possible 5 times. 2 outs here in the second. And it now brings up the first baseman, Kevin Millar. Got him. He is so far 3 for 12 in the series. 1 double and 2 RBIs. Or I'd say I think that is actually 4 for 12. So here, it was 4 for 12? Yeah, I mean, 3 for 12. Yeah, 4 for 12, sorry. Duncan sets the target. Blue with the windup. Here's the pitch to Millar. It's a 6-8 righty and walked him. So Millar has a 2-out walk. Not what you wanted to do. So Millar's on at first base. He's an E stealer. He'll be on a 1-10. He will not be held. Here's Bill Millar. Millar coming off an injury, but he's hitting .333, 3 for 9, 2 doubles, home run, 2 RBIs in a series against the Yankees, where he was very productive offensively. Duncan sets the target now. Blue from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 3-5 for Millar versus a lefty. Ground ball to second. Easy play for Kubiak. Throws him out to first and ends the inning. So that will end the inning for the Red Sox. No runs, 1 hit. No runs, a walk, 1 man left. We played 2, 1-0. Boston. And that was going to be a ground ball, 4-3. He's out. He'll go to second and 4-3. So now we go to the top of the 3rd inning. Oakland now send up George Hendrick, followed by Ted Kubiak and Bert Campaneris against Tim Wakefield. Hendrick's starting to get some time. He's hitting 111 on the series. Angel Manuel was lost on a very serious injury in the Detroit series and will probably miss this series. Veratech sets the target. Wakefield with the windup. Here's the pitch. 5-6 to a righty, struck him out, and Tim Wakefield has struck out his second man. So Wakefield gets that knuckler over, and Hendrick waves over it. Here's the second baseman, Ted Kubiak. Kubiak the batter. Kubiak is 3 for 9 in the series with an RBI. Left-handed hitter. Veratech sets the target. Kubiak a switch hitter, backs from the left-hand side. Veratech winds up and pitch 1-5 versus a righty. Is a strikeout. Strikeout number 3 for Tim Wakefield. So the knuckleball dancing today here in Fenway. Here in the 3rd inning. And now here's a shortstop, Bert Campaneris. Struggling mightily now. 1 for 14 in the series after grounding out in the 1st. Veratech puts down the target. Wakefield, the windup and the pitch. 4-8 to a righty. It is a single to right field. So Bert Campaneris gets a big base hit with 2 outs. And now he'll have his chance to run a little bit. Campy is in Double-A stealer. 1-17. He'll be a 1-15 to steal second. He's going to try to steal. Here we go. And he's in there with a possible throwing error on Veratech. So Veratech with a possible throwing error. But he's a throwing error 1-2, so most likely not. And he threw a 3. So Cabrera was right there backing him up as the ball almost sailed to center field. So Campaneris will steal second base. Runner on second with 2 outs. And now here's Joe Rudy. Rudy 0 for 1. Reached on an error his first time up. Veratech sets the target. Wakefield from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 1-7 for Rudy. Struck him out. He gets the side out in order. And Wakefield has 4 strikeouts through 3. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0 Boston. So the A's again kept without getting on the scoreboard. Wakefield looking strong. And now it'll be Cabrera followed by Damon and Bellhorn. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. Duncan sets the target. Blue with the windup. Here's the pitch to Cabrera. 6-5 for Cabrera. He's a right-handed batter, and that's a long drive to deep left field. Way back is Rudy at the monster and makes the catch. Oh, he didn't hit it high enough, and it died out in left center field. So 1 away. Cabrera is retired. Now here is Johnny Damon. Damon grounded out his first time up. Now officially 3 for 15 in the series. Blue looks in, gets a sign. Here's the windup and pitch to Damon. 4-8 lefty. Struck him out. Damon can't believe it. He will detest that one as the home plate umpire rings up Damon for the second out here in the 3rd. So now here is Mark Bellhorn. He's 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. Vida Blue now taking control of this inning. 1-0 Red Sox on a home run by Ramirez. He is on deck. Blue with the windup, and here's the pitch to Bellhorn. 2 to a lefty, and he walks him. So Bellhorn gets on base. So Bellhorn gets on base and brings up a tough Manny Ramirez, who is home run already. Runner on first and 2 outs. Here is Ramirez. They will hold Bellhorn. He's a C, so Ramirez is due up with 2 outs. Vida Blue from the stretch looks into Ramirez. Here is the pitch. 4-5. The Blue struck him out. Good high fastball by Vida Blue and ends the inning. Red Sox are out in the order. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. We go to the top of the 4th. 1-0 Boston. So now Reggie Jackson comes up, followed by Mike Epstein and Sal Bando. The hit against Tim Wakefield here in the 4th inning. So Wakefield looks in, gets the sign, looks in. Here is the windup and the pitch. 6-6 to a right. Here's a walk. So no, it's a lefty. Oh, no walk on Wakefield. That's a fly ball in the left field. Ramirez is there, comes in, makes the catch with one hand, makes the catch. So a little bit of hot dogness by Mr. Ramirez. He was, when the hot dog was invented, Manny was right there in line. 1 away in the 4th, and brings up Mike Epstein. Epstein, the batter, struck out his first time out. Wakefield has struck out 4 and 3 in the 3rd innings. Wakefield looks in, gets the sign, and the pitch. 6-7 to a lefty. Fought ground ball to first. Milar is there. He will take it to the bag himself and get him for the second out here in the 4th. Good job there by the first baseman. Kevin Millar. 2 outs in the 4th. Here is the 3rd baseman, Sal Bando. Timeout is called on the play. We're going to go ahead and take a look at everything, make sure it's still looking good here. Want to make sure you guys can see everything okay. It looks good on the screen. And we'll be back to the game. So here we go. Let's get it started. 2 outs in the 4th. Bando waits, gets the sign and the pitch. 5-7 for Bando is a double 1-7. It's a 13, so a base hit for Bando. So a 2-out single. He reaches on base. Now what do you do with Bando? Here is Dave Duncan now with 2 outs in the 4th. So far the Red Sox 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 error. The A's no runs on 3 hits. Duncan singled his first time up. He got the 5-7 his last time up. Veratech sets the target. Wakefield from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 1-7 versus a righty. Is a fly ball in the center field. Damon's there. Comes in, makes the catch, and ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man. We got left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still 1-0 Red Sox. As Tim Wakefield's given the Red Sox 4 strong innings. So now here is Jason Veratech. Veratech, the batter. He's a right-handed hitter here against Vida Blue. Vida Blue has only given up 1 hit. That was the home run to Manny. Blue with the windup. Here's the pitch to Veratech. 4-5 is a strikeout on Veratech for the 2nd time. And Veratech can't believe it. He walks away kind of humming. As Vida Blue gets another strikeout. That's his 6th. So now for the Red Sox, here's David Ortiz. He struck out his first time up. Lefty on lefty. Blue looks in, gets the sign, and here's the pitch. 3-6 to a lefty, and he popped it straight up. Epstein is there. Epstein comes in, comes over, makes the catch. And that is out number 2. So Mike Epstein fields it over there, and Ortiz is retired 2 away here in the 4th. So now here's Gabe Kapler. He struck out his first time up. That was the 4th time in 5 at-bats Kapler has struck out. Duncan sets the target, puts down the sign. Blue looks in, and here's the windup to Kapler. 6-8 to a righty, and walked him. So Kapler's on a 2-out walk. They did this. The Red Sox have taken advantage of these situations, and Kapler will get a chance himself. He's a C stealer. He will be held, but he won't be going anywhere. Here is Kevin Millar. Millar's walked his first time up. A 2-out walk, runner on first. Blue looks in from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 1-7 from Millar versus the lefty, and hit him inside. So Millar will take first base, a hit batsman, first and second with 2 men on, first with 2 men out, and here is the tough Bill Millar. Millar is 0 for 1. He's hitting well in the series, 3 for 10, all extra base hits. 2 on, 2 outs. Vida Blue working from the stretch. Here's the sign and the pitch. 6-3 a righty is a single to right field. Hendrick does not have an arm. Kapler would have been held, and it is going to be a -1. So a -1 to Kapler will be a 1-14. They're going to try to send him. Here comes a throw from Hendrick. And the throw is not in time. Kapler scores, and the Red Sox lead it 2-0. Oh, and the second hit for the Sox, and it means a base hit, scoring Kapler from all the way from third, and the Sox lead 2-0 as Milar takes second base. So the Red Sox add a run, another RBI for Bill Millar, and here is Orlando Cabrera, 2 on and 2 outs. Duncan sets the target, Blue from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Cabrera. And that's going to be a 4-6 to a righty. Double 1-7. It's an 11. Good play. Wait a minute, 4-6. It's going to be an 11. Fly ball center field. Jackson comes in with a nice running catch and ends the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, a walk, a hit batsman, run scores. We played 4. Boston now has a 2-0 lead. So Vida Blue has been a little bit on the wild side and has cost them so far. We're in the 5th inning where Blue has pitched 4 innings, 2 hits and 2 runs, both of them earned. 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. He's given up 1 long ball, while Wakefield has gone 4 innings of 3-hit ball with 4 strikeouts. We go to the top of the 5th here in Fenway. Oakland will now send up Gene Tennis, followed by George Hendrick and Ted Kubiak. Tennis a right-handed swinger against Wakefield. Wakefield with the windup. Here's the pitch. That will be a 5-9 on Wakefield. Ground ball to short. Not many X chances today. 2E24 for Cabrera. It's a 10 on a 9. I'm calling that an automatic out. So 1 away as Cabrera grounds out. Again, that roll did not count for anything. I just happened to roll that accidentally. And now here is George Hendrick. So Hendrick with 1 out in the 5th. Hendrick's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Wakefield looks into Veratech, and the big windup and the pitch. 1-9 versus a righty. A strikeout. Oh my. Hendrick down on strikes, and that's for the 2nd time. Hendrick just walks away smiling. The knuckleball is knuckling. Here is Ted Kubiak. Kubiak with 2 outs in the 5th. Kubiak struck out his first time up. Here's Kubiak, switch hitter, batting from the left-hand side. Wakefield gets a sign from Veratech, and here's the slow knuckleballer. 4-6 to a lefty. Ground ball to short. Cabrera's got it, throws it to Milar, ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Tim Wakefield. What a job for Tim. We go to the bottom 5th inning, still 2-0 Boston. The Red Sox starting pitchers have absolutely been filthy in these first 4 games. Here's Johnny Damon, last of the 5th. Red Sox lead 2-0. Red Sox 2 runs, 2 hits, and an error. Oakland, no runs on, 3 hits so far. Duncan sets in the target. Blue with the windup. Here's the pitch to Damon. That will be a 1-7 versus a lefty. Here's a fly ball in the center field. Reggie's coming in, makes the catch and throws it in for the first out. Jackson with a nice running catch, and that is 1 out here in the 5th. So a big fly out to Jackson. It'll now bring up Mark Bellhorn. Bellhorn's 0 for 1, had a walk back in the 3rd inning. So Bellhorn to swing. Duncan sets the target. Blue with the windup, and here is the pitch. It'll be a 2-7 versus a lefty. Is a walk, so Bellhorn has a 1-out walk. Red Sox again adding to that on-base percentage here. He'll be held as a C stealer. And here's Manny Ramirez. He is 1 for 2, including a long home run on the screen in the first inning. Duncan sets the target. Blue working from the stretch, and here's the pitch. 3-5 to a lefty. That's a strikeout for Manny. Oh, I thought he had a base hit on that one. So Manny strikes out for the second out. Strikeout number 7 for Blue. Here's Jason Veratech. He struck out twice. Switch hitter, right batting righty against Blue. Duncan sets the target, flashes the numbers. Blue from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's a 1-5 versus the lefty single. 2 stars for Veratech. Oh, he gets a hit at a big time. Sends the runner all the way to third. So first and third now with 2 out. Red Sox have a chance for a 2-out hit. And it brings up one of the best clutch hitters of all time, David Ortiz. First and third, 2 outs. Red Sox up 2-0. Red Sox have the same number of hits, lead by 2. Blue from the stretch, gets the sign from Duncan, looks in, and the big pitch of the ball game. 1-10 to a lefty, way back to right field. That is trouble. Way back is Hendrick, looks up, far and gone. David Ortiz. 1-10 versus a lefties, a home run, 1-16. It is a 7, and David Ortiz clears the board and clears the deck for the cannonball. 5-0 Red Sox. Oh my goodness. And here is Gabe Kapler. Boy, this Red Sox team can just come out of nowhere and strike you. And it's 5-0 Sox, 2-0 in the 5th. Duncan sets the target. Blue from the windup, and here's the pitch. 5-10 versus a righty. It's a ground ball short. Campaneris is a 2-20. Picks up on a 4, gets it on a 7, will make the play. But the Red Sox score 3 in the 5th as the Red Sox big bats come alive again. A solo homer by Manny in the 1st and a big 3-run bomb by Ortiz in the 5th. It's 5-0 Sox as we go to the 6th. So now for the A's will be Bert Campaneris, followed by Rudy and Jackson in the 6th. Red Sox lead by a 5 spot now. Wakefield working in his 6th inning, work his point of weakness inning. Veratech sets the target. Wakefield, the windup and pitches. 3-11 versus a righties, a single right field. So Campaneris maybe getting this A's offense motivated. Base hit number 4 for Oakland. And again, he's a 1-15 looking to steal base, but they are down by 5. So here is Rudy. Wakefield from the stretch looks in. Veratech puts down the sign. Here's the pitch. That'll be a 6-8 to a righty. Is a line drive in the gap for a base hit. No one's going to get it. That's a double for Rudy. Campaneris may get to it, and that is Damon. Damon is a +2. They're holding Campaneris as a -1. It's a +1 for Campaneris, and that could automatically score him. That'll be a 1-18 to score. They're going to try to send him. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time, and the Athletics are on the board. So Rudy doubles in the gap in center field, scoring all the way from first is Campaneris, and the Athletics are on the board. So Wakefield does not do a good job after Boston put up a crooked in the 5th. Now it's 5-1 Boston. Runner on second, nobody out. One more hit would fatigue out Wakefield. And again, we play the fatigue rules. If you get the dot on the pitcher's card, the pitcher is automatically removed. So if you don't want it, you don't have to take him out. But if he gives up a run, he's also out. So there's ways he's automatically taken out of this game. Veratech sets the target for Wakefield. Wakefield from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Jackson. 6-6, lefty, fly ball left field. Manny's there, comes in, makes the catch, and out number 1. So Reggie does not do his job this case, makes the play, And that is out number 1. Actually, that was Jackson. It was. And here is Mike Epstein. So Epstein's on, runner on second, 1 out. Epstein 0 for 2. Veratech sets in the target. Wakefield looks back at Rudy. Here's the pitch to Epstein. 6-5 lefty, fly ball center field. Good catches made by Damon. Comes and makes the catch, and that is a huge second out. So Tim Wakefield calming down a little bit after giving up the back-to-back hits. And now here's Sal Bando. He's 1 for 2, has single back in the 4th. The A's with 5 hits, Red Sox with 4. Veratech sets down the target, puts down the sign. Wakefield from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Bando. 2-7 for Bando versus a righty. Single 1-9. No, that would have fatigued him, but for Bando, he'll ground ball to third. Picked up by Millar, throws it across the diamond, gets him, and Wakefield has given the Red Sox 6 solid innings. Oh, nice job from Wakefield. Now, question is, do they keep him in the game? We played 5.5. It's 5-1 Boston. So far, the Red Sox, 5 runs on 4 hits, 2 big home runs. Oakland, 1 run on 5 hits. This, again, the bottom of the 6th inning for Vida Blue, possibly his last inning. Kevin Millar in the ballgame, no official at bat. Walked in the 2nd, hit by pitch in the 4th. Duncan sets the target. Blue with the windup and the pitch. 3-5 lefty for Millar. Single 1-17. It's a 15. So Millar gets a base hit, and he's one of those plain ugly Red Sox, and he definitely has been one of the reasons why the Red Sox won that championship. Runner on first and nobody out. Here's Bill Millar. Bill Millar had a big RBI single in the 4th. Duncan sets in. Blue from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Millar. 2-5 to a lefty single. 2 stars for Bill Millar. So that's a base hit. That will send Millar to third, and they'll put 1 hit away from fatigue and Vida Blue out. That could be all for him, too. So now here's Orlando Cabrera. So with Cabrera now up, Cabrera better hitter against lefties, and he gets his chances here against Vida Blue. Will the A's go to the bullpen right now as it's starting to get out of hand? 3.57, yeah, probably not enough innings for me. 74-84, and that's not too bad. We'll bring in Joe Horland. So Joe Horland will come in. I think he's a former St. Louis Cardinal. So Joe Horland will come in the ball game and pitch for the Athletics. He's a 2R. That should hopefully be more effective here against a right-handed Red Sox lineup. So here's Cabrera, 1st and 3rd, nobody out. Infield has to come in to prevent any more runs from scoring. Duncan sets the target. Horland from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a 5-3 to a righty. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Let's see what they can do with it. Horland as a defense, he is a 2. He's a 2, he's 0. That should be an automatic double play or something. Oh, it's a 20 out of 2. And that should probably be an out of some kind. Let's see which out they get it on. 20 out of 2 is a G1. No errors. So what that's going to do, that's going to hold Millar. It's going to hold Millar at first. They'll go to first for the easy out. So if the infield was playing back, they would have probably turned a double play. So Cabrera is out. The runner will go to second, and Millar will stay at his base. So big play right there by Horland. So runners at 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. And now be Johnny Damon. Damon 0 for 3. Again, they're going to play the infield and try to stop this run from scoring. It's 5-1 Boston, 1 out in the 6th. Horland from the stretch gets the sign from Duncan. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 2-12 for Damon versus a right-handed pitcher. Fly ball, shallow left field. That could be trouble. That is Rudy. Rudy is a 0 arm. Give him the +2. +2 on Millar is only a 10. That is only a 12 in trying to go home. Does Mr. Millar go for it on a 1-12 with 2 outs? Bellhorn to follow. They will stay. They'll stay right there. Sorry, Rudy with the catch, and there's 2 out. He gets the ball in. Oh my! Yeah, I was thinking about it. 60% chance. Both a 4-run lead. Don't want to risk it, especially with Bellhorn coming up, followed by Ramirez. Second and third, 2 outs for the Sox. Horland trying to get out of this tricky wicket that Mr. Vida Blue got himself into. 5-1 Sox. Sox with 6 hits, A's with 5. 4-run lead for the Sox. Duncan sets the target. Horland from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-5 to a righty, and he gets the base hit down the line for a double. A double for Bellhorn. Scores Milar. Scores Millar. Red Sox with another 2-out base hit. 2-5 to a righty is actually a double. A hustle double for Bellhorn. So both will score. Bellhorn will, give him a double. Both of them score, and it's 7-1 Red Sox. So big hit of the ball game for Bellhorn. And here's Manny Ramirez. Runner on second, 2 outs. Horland from the stretch, and the pitch. 2-3. Oh, a ballpark shot. Fly ball left field and deep. Rudy is back at the track, makes the catch, and ends the inning. But Boston gets 2 more. We go to the 7th. 7-1 Boston. That means Tim Wakefield can probably give another outing here. We'll see what Dave Duncan can do. It'll be Duncan, Tennyson, Hendrick for the A's here in the 7th. The A's are not the Red Sox pummeled the 78 Yankees, and now again they're showing no mercy against this 72 Oakland team. Veratech sets in the target. Wakefield with the windup and the pitch. That'll be a 1-7 for Duncan versus a righty. Fly ball center field. Damon is there, makes the catch, and that's 1 out here in the 7th. Red Sox totally dominate. This would put them to 4-0 already in that American League that looks to be a very, very tough league, but after dominating the Yanks in the first bracket, in the first block, and now they're getting a world champion A's team, he thought it'd be somewhat competitive. But so far, Red Sox looking good. Wakefield, the windup and the pitch. This will be a 2-5 versus a righty. That's a triple on a 1-4. It's a single for Tennis. We'll see if that fatigues him or not. If it does, I'll make things interesting for the decision made. Nope, not yet, but I think one more hit will fatigue him. So here's George Hendrick. He's 0 for 2. He has struck out twice. Veratech sets the target. Wakefield now working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-3 versus a righty. Oh, it's going to be a single 1-16. It's a 5. And that should fatigue him out. That's the 4th hit over 2 innings. First and second, 1 out. Let's see if it does. And it does. Wakefield is tired. First and second, 1 out. And here comes the manager for the Sox, and it'll be Francona. And I think he's going to call for somebody out here for Wakefield. The question is who do you pull out here? So with 2 outs and 1 on, and boy, some of these guys had some really good numbers, but probably did not make the, let's see who is on this active Red Sox team. Up 7-1. Who can they use? And they can go with, they can probably go a lefty Embry, a righty Timlin, a righty Adams, or Meyer. So not really a deep bullpen if you ask me. So let's see what the Red Sox will do. So they will probably, if you ask me, I think we'll probably end up going to Mike Timlin. Again, Timlin kind of struggled a little bit in his only outing. The Red Sox had 2 complete games out of 3 games versus the Yankees in the Bronx in their dominating effort. So again, Timlin comes in as an option here. Again, Falk didn't see much time in the blowouts either. Oh, here's Timlin right here. So Mike Timlin will come out, and he'll pitch for the Sox here. So here comes Mike Timlin. He's on the mound for the Sox. So Timlin comes in, and he's the new pitcher. Let's give you the numbers on Timlin and Wakefield. Timlin's only appearance was 1 inning of work. He gave up 2 hits, and he had a 9 ERA. So Timlin kind of struggled a little bit. Let's give you some other ballpark numbers here. So far, Vida Blue went 5 innings, gave up 6 hits, 7 runs were all earned, 4 walks, and 8 strikeouts, gave up 2 home runs. Horland went 1 inning, 1 hit, and that 1 hit was a big hit. Wakefield went 6 1/3, gave up 7 hits, 1 run was earned, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. So Wakefield really had his stuff going. But now the Red Sox will have to bring in Timlin here. Runner on first and second, 1 out. It will be Ted Kubiak. Kubiak, 11 at-bats, 1 RBI, hitting .273. Timlin from the stretch, and here's the pitch. 3, it's going to be a 3-8 to a righty. Ground ball to short. Cabrera's got it, goes to the bellhorn, and gets the fielder's choice as Timlin will move to third. So a fielder's choice makes it 1-3. Nice play right there. So Tennis on at third, Kubiak on at first, and 2 outs, and it brings up a tough Bert Campaneris. He's 2 for 3 in the ball game. Singles in the last 3rd and 6th inning. So now Veratech sets the target, puts down the sign. Timlin from the stretch. Here's the pitch. It'll be all 6s for Campaneris. 6-12 against a righty. Ground ball back to Timlin. Timlin is a 3 pitcher. He's a 3-0. So unless he gives up the base hit, he's good. He's got him. Good play by Timlin to make the play. So a force out for Timlin, and that should not score the runner. Let's see. So Tennis is going to stay at his base, and that is a 1 there and ends the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Let's get up and stretch. It's all Sox. Sweet Caroline here at Fenway. 7-1 Boston. So the Red Sox will send up Jason Veratech along with David Ortiz and Gabe Kapler against Joe Horland, and will stay out there and pitch for the Athletics. Veratech 1 for 3, scored a run, now it's back in the 5th. Duncan sets the target. Horland with the big windup and the pitch. 1-7 versus a righty is a strikeout. So the 3rd strikeout for Jason Veratech. Again, he's batting from a more uncomfortable left-hand spot in the box. He definitely has put better numbers up as a righty. This is their first opportunity after Vida Blue's been in. Here's Ortiz, lefty on righty though. Ortiz, big 3-run homer back in the 5th against Blue. Duncan sets the target. Horland with a big windup and deals 5-4 versus the lefty. Ground ball to third. That is Bando. We'll see what Bando's numbers is. He's a 2E20. So let's go ahead and roll the dice. A 5 gets him. Ooh, a 15 on a 20. We're going to have to look that one up. So a 20, a 20 on a 15. Oh, a 15 is going to be a 2-base error. So Bando throws over the head of Epstein. It's into the photographer's well. So a 2-base error for Bando. He can't believe it. And Ortiz is on at second base. A big error by the 3rd baseman. So with 1 out, runner on second, the Red Sox again starting an inning here. Here is Gabe Kapler. 0 for 2 so far. But the Red Sox will make a change too. They'll bring in Trot Nixon. So Trot Nixon will come and get the at-bat. The A's have enough lefties in the bench if this decision is going to be made to probably pinch hit for him. So let's see if the A's make the move or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a die and see if the A's will make the change. It'll give me 1 second. I'll make the move officially for the Red Sox. So here comes Trot Nixon. So Trot Nixon comes in, hits for Kapler. Here he comes. So the 20-sided die you see on the screen, it was a 1-10. The A's decide to make a pitching change. It was 11-20. He'll pitch to Nixon. Here is the decision. It is, he will go to the lefty. So he moves, he makes the pointer sound, and Horland will come out, and a lefty will come in, and it'll be Darren Knowles. So Darren Knowles will come out. That's one way to kind of do it a little fairly, just to, kind of play it that way. So new pitcher for the Oakland Athletics is Darren Knowles. He did not pitch at all in the Tiger series. Shows you kind of how the series went. It was a lot of good pitching matchups, and then kind of a couple games where the Tigers kind of ran away with it. Last of the seventh, 7-1 Boston. Nixon to bat against another lefty. Nixon doesn't like left-handed pitching as much. Runner on second, 1 out. Duncan sets the target. Knowles from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-8 for Nixon is a line drive to the shortstop. Nixon hit it hard, but Campaneris was right there. So, nothing to be ashamed of yourself. He had a line drive right at somebody. And now here is 2 outs. Let's see what the Red Sox have cooking. And he'll be Kevin Millar. He's walked, hit by a pitch, and single. Again, he's hitting .385 this series in 13 at-bats. Runner on second and 2 outs. Duncan sets the target. Knowles from the stretch, and here's the pitch. 5-8 to a righty. Ground ball second base. That's Kubiak. 3-12. Does he get it? It's a 5. Ooh, 5 on a 14. It is, it's 11 on a 14. No error. 15 and 17 were errors. And a 5 is not a base hit. So they leave a runner at second. We played 7-1 Boston. As Millar is retired, Millar is retired 4-3 and ends the inning. So let's go to the 8th inning. Boston right now 7 runs on 7 hits and 1 error, while Oakland 1 run on 7 hits and 1 error. Trot Nixon stays in the game and plays right field. So now here is Joe Rudy, fouled by Jackson and Epstein. Here in the 8th inning against Timlin. Veratech sets the target. Timlin with the windup and the pitch. 2-9 for Rudy versus Rudy against a righty. Oh, he dead rolled him. Ground ball to third. Millar's got it. Throws it across the diamond. And out number 1. So a big out here in the 8th. So big out here in the 8th on Rudy. All that stuff in the 2 column for Rudy and unable to find any luck at all. So 1 away. Rudy retired. Here's Jackson. Jackson's 0 for 3. So, Timlin looks in. Here's the pitch. 5-7 versus a lefty. There's a ground ball to second base. That's Bellhorn. He's a 4-15. That could be trouble. Oh, it's an 18. An 18 on a 15 will be a 2-base error. So Bellhorn kind of throws it over Millar's head and ends up in the dugout as it bounces away. Jackson will hustle in the second, and that's a 2-base error. So the A's get a little bit of a break as Bellhorn gives a knob-block sacks kind of ole. Runner on second now with 1 out. And now Epstein comes in. Epstein 0 for 3. Lefty-righty matchup. Timlin working from the stretch. Runner on second with 1 out. And the pitch from Timlin. And that's a 6-6 against the lefties. A double to center field. That will score Epstein. So Jackson will score all the way from second without a throw. Double for Epstein. And it's 7-2 Red Sox. So Epstein scores, and all of a sudden the Red Sox bullpen kind of scuffle a little bit. Here's Bando, runner on second, 1 out. Bando the batter. Veratech sets the target. Timlin from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That'll be a 3-3. Woo, nope. Ground ball to first. Picked up by Millar. Takes it in the bag himself. Epstein will go to third. So runner on third now with 2 outs. A's needing a 2-out base hit. So he'll go to third, and it's a first baseman with 2 outs. So now for the A's, Dave Duncan. Duncan is 1 for 3, single back in the second inning against Wakefield. He now bats against Timlin here in the 8th. Epstein takes the lead off third. Red Sox lead 7-2 with 2 outs in the 8th. Timlin from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-5 for Duncan. That's going to be a deep drive to left field. Not deep enough. Right fielder's Nixon comes in, makes the catch. Home run 1-2, and he rolled to 7. So not much of an opportunity there as Nixon runs it down and ends the inning. But the A's get a run in the 8th. It's 7-2 Red Sox as we try to get to a close here in Fenway. So now it'll be Millar, Cabrera, and Damon against Darren Knowles. So Millar so far has moved 2 for 3 in the ballgame, singles in the 4th and 6th, including an RBI. Millar now hitting a robust .417 with 12 at-bats. Duncan sets the target. Knowles with the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a 3. That's going to be a 3-8 versus lefty. Popped up to second. Kubiak there makes the catch. And there's 1 out here in the 8th. So 1 out in the 8th inning. 1 out in the 8th. And it now brings up Orlando Cabrera, who's 0 for 2, 0 for 3. He's flied out twice and ground down. Knowles looks in, gets the sign, and the pitch. And now all 6s for Cabrera. 6-12, ground ball to third. Bando got it, the captain, throws it across the diamond. Epstein for out number 2. So 5-3. Keith Falk is up in the Red Sox bullpen. They have not used him enough, and they're going to try to get him an inning here in the 9th. So here is Johnny Damon, 0 for 4, 2 flyouts, a strikeout, and a ground out. Knowles looks in, gets the sign, and the pitch. That's going to be a 6-6 to a lefty. Ground ball to second. Kubiak's got it, goes to the first, and ends the inning. Red Sox go 3 up, 3 down. Let's head to the 9th inning. It's 7-2 Boston. So the Red Sox will go to their bullpen, and it will be Keith Falk. So Keith Falk will come in. Again, he is the one closer on this team, and he has not yet pitched. Again, 3 games that were kind of out of hand with the Yankees in New York, and he was not put into service, and now he's going to have to. If they need him, he has to be able to pitch. So Falk will come in, right-handed pitcher. He gives up power, which kind of scares me a little bit. But for Falk, again, he had a great year. 5-3, 32 saves, 2.17 ERA, 63 hits, 83 innings. So now it will be for the A's. It will be Tennis, Hendrick, and Kubiak. Maybe some pinch hitters for the A's here. So Tennis is the lead off. Falk is he's a 5L, so righty fits well for Tennis. So Tennis will swing away here. Veratech sets the target. Falk with the windup and the pitch. That's a 1-9 versus righty, and struck him out. Maybe not. Big strikeout for Falk. 1 out in the 9th. We thought maybe he might be a little bit rusty. He hasn't pitched since some of the games in spring training. Again, with that big series with New York, and they just kind of controlled it and didn't need a closer. Now here's Hendrick. Hendrick is 1 for 3. Hendrick's kind of struggled too, right fielder. They may go to a lefty in this case and kind of switch over the tone here. And they'll probably go with Manny Ramirez. So Manny Ramirez, my darling. So Manny Ramirez will come in with 1 out here. Ramirez will bat for Hendrick, and if needed, we'll go back in the outfield and play right field. So Lou in the series is 0 for 1. That was a strikeout. He's a left-handed hitter. Falk looks in, gets the sign, and here's the pitch. And a 3-7 versus a righty, nothing there. Ground ball to short, picked up Cabrera, throws out to Milar, out number 2. In the next game of series, we're going to have to look it up. I believe it will be Bronson Arroyo for the Red Sox. He's their 5th starter. The A's may go back to Jim Catfish Hunter. Remember, this is a 72 A's team that had 4 solid pitchers, and they might have been able to go back to the number 1 after 4. We'll check it out, though, before we leave today. Red Sox with 7 runs on 7 hits. The A's 2 runs on 8 hits. Red Sox committed 2 errors. The A's 1. So Falk looks to finish him. Here's the pitch to Kubiak. 4-6 to a lefty. Is a double 1 to 10. No! Nice catch by Damon, and that ends the inning. Oh, what a catch by Damon, and ends the game. 3 up, 3 down, go the A's. Final score here at Fenway. The Red Sox remain undefeated and win 7-2. So that's the final. Let's go over some final statistics. The A's are 1-3. Red Sox go to 4-0. Wakefield 6 1/3, 7 hits, 1 run was earned, 5 Ks. Timlin went an inning and 2/3, 1 hit. 1 run was not earned, so Timlin kind of looked a little bit better getting in there, getting in the groove. Falk went a nice 1 inning with a strikeout. For Blue, like we said, went 5 innings, 6 hits, 7 runs, 7 earned. Did not have his good stuff. Four walks, 8 strikeouts. Gave up 2 home runs. Horland went an inning, a third, 1 hit. And then Knowles came in and pitched a solid inning and 2/3 and got everyone he pitched to out. Doubles by Rudy, Epstein, and Bellhorn. Homers by Ramirez and Ortiz both had their second. RBIs by Rudy. Epstein has third. Bellhorn had his 4th and 5th RBIs. Ramirez had his 6th RBIs. Ortiz had his 4th, 5th, and 6th RBIs. And Bill Millar had his 3rd. Campaneris had his 2nd stolen base as the Boston Red Sox defeated the Athletics by the score of 7-2. Let's go over some final stuff here, and then we'll get you out of here. We'll look out the next starters. And we'll wait for that screen to pop up, so just wait a moment and I'll go over this with you. And then we'll send you off for an exciting evening, whatever else you're doing. So here we go. Next scheduled games in the 2020 Utah Mike League. It will be Jim Catfish Hunter. So the A's only do go a 4-man rotation. They're at 1-3. If this team ends up finding their groove, they're going to be a solid team having good 4 starters. So they'll have the advantage here pitching their number 1 guy against Red Sox's 5th. And that's a Royal. And then we'll see in the Saturday finale, and it'll be a good one. It'll be a prime timer. It'll be Ken Holtzman against Pedro Martinez. So stay tuned more for that for the Utah Mike League, as we're in now the second phase, or in the second block of games. So we'll have those 2 games, and then in the other series of note, the Chicago White Sox will take on the Kansas City Royals. And then the Detroit Tigers will play the Yankees, as the Yankees try to get back, dust themselves off to be playing a 2-1 Tiger team. And then Minnesota Twins will be taking on the Anaheim Angels of Anaheim, as the Rally Monkey and the Angels return home to bring in the Twins. So stay tuned for more of the Utah Mike League as we bring games live on the channel and games that are uploaded. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good one. This is the Sports Time Machine presentation of the Utah Mike League here on STM Central.